Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Today, we're going to be discussing the new moon in Aquarius, which is exact January 21st, 2023 at 1:53 p.m. Mountain Time at 2 degrees of Aquarius. First off, I would like to wish a happy birthday to all Aquarians. And I would like to thank all of my subscribers and invite you to subscribe if you have not already. It helps me grow as a channel, and I really appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit about this moon cycle. This moon cycle is ruled by Aquarius's ruling planets of Uranus and Saturn. And at this time, we have Uranus in Taurus at 15 degrees, stationing to go direct, and Saturn in Aquarius direct at 25 degrees. So let's talk a little bit about what this moon cycle means to me. Well, with all planets direct as of January 2023, it feels like we are now back to our regular programming. So it has me asking, what are you newly programming at this time for your inner self? And is it a full reboot or just a channel change? Well, let's take a look at what the cards say. I'm going to be using the Osho Zen Tarot along with the I Ching. Oh, one wants to fly out already. We've got guidance. We'll see how that comes into play. But I'll be using the I Ching deck, the archetype deck, along with the Moonology deck and the Animal Spirit deck. We also have Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. So just starting off, it looks like maybe it's taking a team for us to heal our heart. And perhaps that has to do with family or siblings, or perhaps memories of the past that you are working through at this time. All right, we're going to get to shuffling and let's talk more about what this energy looks like. This new moon is conjunct Pluto. So allowing yourself to be transformed is going to be important. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck here. The sun will be shining its light on Pluto right now, and any of the old programs that need an upgrade, or perhaps just parts that need to be replaced so that the system works better. So let's see here. At the bottom of the deck, when I cut, I've got that Six of Cups again. So good memories, for bad or for good. We may be feeling those coming up right now for Pluto to help us break them down and work with them on an easier level. But overall, sometimes Aquarius can feel a little bit robotic. So perhaps if you are on your computer and you're answering those security questions, are you a robot? Maybe at this time you feel like saying yes. So if you start to feel like a robot or you're being controlled too much by technology, then by all means, you must take a break and go analog. If AI is ruling your life more than your own intuition, then definitely tell Siri or Alexis to be quiet and shut off any excess Bluetooth devices and get out into nature. With lots of planets starting to move into Aquarius and Pluto starting its long journey there, then lessons and practices are going to be helpful to remain human. So don't rely too much on the technological age and then forget to say, call your mother on her birthday, or if you forget your husband's phone number or something to that degree. So it's time to get out that pen and paper and do things the old-fashioned way for a while. It will be great. It will be a great break for your human self. Or perhaps you may want to, like the old saying goes, tune in, turn on, and drop out to be consciously detached and explore your own spiritual awakening. Let's see, I'm going to take a archetype card. And let's take an animal spirit card. But regardless, it's time to do it differently, much like Aquarius, and do it better this time with bringing love into the situation. Venus will be conjunct Saturn, which will be bringing in lessons around the heart. Saturn will reward reality over delusion. So if you don't get going on the reprogramming, then a strike of Uranian lightning could be headed your way to do it for you. All right, let's see what we have here. We need one more card. Just going to grab a Moonology card. So after this reading, I would invite you to please stick around. We're going to do some subconscious fishing to pull out any toxic residue and unneeded negative thoughts. All right, so let's see what we have for the tarot. My main energy is the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. We have the past energy as creativity. This is the Empress card. Current energy. Oh, I love it. Here is our star card. This is the card ruled by Aquarius, and it says here, silence. And the future energy I have is transformation. I'm not surprised that this one came out as well because we have Pluto conjunct the new moon. Let's see what else we have. The archetype card I have is God. How lovely. The animal spirit card I have is the golden egg. And the moonology card I have is communication is key, new moon in Gemini. The I Ching cards I have for this reading, the first one I have is number 35, easy progress. And the second one I have is number 7, the army. So we'll read about those here in a little bit, but let's talk more about this tarot and how it fits in with the new moon. Well, as we're back to our regular programming here, certainly you would want to feel like everything is going the way you would like it to. This is a card of completion, but it's also a card of saying that you've made it this far, and that what's most important to you right now is that happy home life where we're working and the kids are doing well and we have enough money and our roof is over our head and it's functioning and all of those things. And to have it all means that you've put in quite a bit of effort. And right now you may feel like you have just put in so much effort that you need a little bit of a rest. We have had some of these retrograde planets finally moving direct, and that may have made you feel just a little bit sluggish or tired, much like Mars being retrograde and Mercury being retrograde. It is hard to make decisions to move forward when those planets are retrograde. So now here we are, we've done the reflection, we've done that underground work to pull everything up to the surface. And now what are you going to do with all the information? Well, if we're putting the puzzle together in a way that you would like, likely you would want your puzzle to reflect happiness and to reflect success based on all the time and energy that you have spent up to this point. And what does that mean? That means that a lot of you are giving birth to your pain through maternal energies. Perhaps you are a mom and you're going through a lot right now, or you are speaking with your mom about things, trying to heal and to understand what the past has meant up to this point. But either way, the universe is recognizing your hard work. It's recognizing that you've had to give birth to some pain. And it's saying to you that you are now glowing and beautiful and ready for this hope, healing, and wishes that do come with this Aquarius new moon. And that may come in a surprising way with our Uranian energy, with Uranus, the ruling planet of this lunation, going direct. It may bring surprises in money. It could bring surprises in your job. Either way, the path is leading you to where you're supposed to be at this time. And maybe it is time just to be silent. It's time to take it in, to take it into the heart chakra and to see what the message is that this golden egg wants to give you deep inside your heart in those quiet moments that you have alone. So if it's felt like a lot, if you've really been helping others heal and you've been working on your journey, then just spend a little time to reflect in this new moon and gather your energy so you do have that beautiful love to share with everybody else. And we know that we're only human. We aren't these robots that can just keep giving and giving, that we do need time to take a break and say, fill our own heart with that which we need so we can help others heal as well as helping ourselves. And in the future, we have this card of transformation. This is the Scorpio ruled card of, this is the death card. And what does that mean? That means that as we go through this process, there are going to be divinely guided changes where we are going to have to let go of the past. You've done as best as you possibly have could up to this point, and now it's time to follow a new path. Now it's time to let go, as hard as that may be, to continue building this dream of happiness for all, of peace and of love for everybody around the planet. Aquarius also rules humanity and volunteering and things of that nature, where you are working with your community to make sure that everybody's okay. So say this is you and you're doing great, then maybe you need to reach out to others who need your healing energy to help them transform at this time, because just because you're doing well, that is a gift. And so what kind of gift can you share with others who may need your help at this time? Well, and much like being benevolent, we do have this God card right here. So what does the God card say? It says, light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and within others. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. So obviously we are human beings. We are not God. We are of God. And what does that mean? That means to do our best to help others, realizing that we have to use this internal force to help others transform in a way that they can have the hope that they deserve. And if you do feel like everything's going great for you, then, not necessarily being on that high horse and saying, oh, I know it all, but saying, how can I learn through feeling like things are going well? What can I do to help others transform in their time of need? And that is really going to open up your heart. All right, but at the bottom of that deck, I do have the 5 of Swords. So that says we may be looking around to see what other people have right now, to see how we feel about ourselves. Like, I may be looking to my neighbor and saying, oh, wow, they just got a new car. I wish, I had something like that for myself. And it may get some jealousy going, but you have to realize that your journey is your own journey, and looking over to see what your neighbor or your friend may have and what they're doing well at should just motivate you to continue to get that for yourself, rather than falling into despair or jealousy, or what it says, using your power to control people. That certainly isn't the right way either. This card has come out quite a bit recently, and let's talk a bit about it some more. It says communication is key, new moon and Gemini. And at the beginning of the reading, we did have quite a few cards come out. We had the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. So, or the 6 of Cups, I mean. So what does all of that mean for this communication? Well, we're going to be opening up in ways that we haven't before, and that may be uncomfortable, but your family is here to help you through it. There is going to be a healing cycle, a larger healing cycle that's beginning now in Aquarius, now that we have Pluto moving into Aquarius here in March. And it's going to go back and forth for a little while between Aquarius and Capricorn. But this part of your chart, this 0 degree of Aquarius, is really going to be activated this year. And so looking at what it is that's most important to you, and bringing up those hard conversations so that you can heal through any trauma that's happened, and you can bring to yourself a new way of being that is going to be beautiful, that's going to support you and any of your changes, and also open your heart to what is going to be next. So let's look a little bit here at the I Ching. Let's read number 35, and then we'll read number 7. But I just want to encourage everybody that's out there doing their best to keep on going. It may feel like you have been a little stuck, and now just have faith and trust God, so to say, and that should help bring things to fruition in a way that you are going to be able to handle it. because you can never have too much that you aren't able to handle. God will only give you that which you can handle. So breaking things down, working with things one at a time, slowing down your process so you can be successful is maybe the areas where you have to change. All right, it says easy progress. This situation is one of easy natural progress. What has been weak is ascending, and by gaining a prominent position will become more powerful. One image here is of the light of the rising sun, which at first appears dimly through the mists, but the same light will radiate with a powerful clarity once the sun has reached its high position in the sky. Progress is made when those in supporting positions make peace with those in leadership, and by doing so, create a more natural means for their talents and abilities to become visible. It is by recognizing and riding with the natural course of events, by hitching our wagon to the rising sun, as it were, that we advance our position and earn respect. So that sun shining its light on those areas where you need to change, and definitely having the hope that it takes to hitch a ride to the positive changes. It says, goodness in human nature is just like the dim but beautiful early morning light. However, just as the morning light can be swallowed by the fog, greed, hatred, and other forms of self-absorption, they can obscure this goodness. Be reminded that progress is achieved most effortlessly when right action is taken without concern for immediate reward, and when the path of weaker aligns with that which is strong. So if this is you and you're healing and you're moving into the unknown, just take the breadcrumbs of life, the little hints that it gives you, and follow those rather than trying to forge a path of the future right now. Staying in the present and doing the next best thing for yourself could work wonders. All right, so let's read number 7, and then we'll read the changing lines between the two. Number 7 says organized discipline. It's also the army in some decks. All right. It says discipline is symbolized by water under the earth, a vital resource that is available but hidden, requiring effort to access. This potential can be drawn upon in times of need. Once it is accessed and applied, great things can be accomplished with some organized discipline. The most successful leader is not one who triumphs on the battlefield, but one who is able, through strength of discipline and inner power, to achieve conciliation without doing harm. Likewise, in any large organization, key virtues and discipline and conscientiousness are important. The most effective team collaborates with a single purpose. That team, we're talking about the 3 of Pentacles. A dedication to a lofty goal that is held dear by all. Even with an excess of external discipline, unpopular wars are seldom winnable. So looking at the what everybody is wanting, the collective ideas, that's which will help everyone, should be the right choice at this time. Even if there may be one person who doesn't agree, we are looking at helping all and not excluding anyone. Let power be held in check by the willingness, by the willing acceptance of a common discipline and the acceptance of a higher authority for the common good. When life is in balance, evil impulses are checked by human decency. Parents die before their children. Leaders lead and followers follow. If you hold or aspire to a position of leadership, remember that the true leader captures the hearts of the people by articulating the clear vision that binds them together. In the realm of government, a good relationship between army and state is critical. Only when the state is economically prosperous can the army be strong, economically prosperous, like our 10 of Pentacles. Only when the army is disciplined can the state be protected from disruptive outside forces. For this balance to be persevered, government must be steady and benevolent towards its people. When balancing strong complementary forces like this, modesty and generosity in the leadership can be the magnetic forces that keep the relationships intact. Solidarity is essential for success. So definitely thinking about everybody that's out there on the team, if you're the leader, to try to create this balance within everybody is going to be a big challenge. All right, so let's see what the changing lines are between number 35 and number 7. We have lines 2, 4, and 6. So let's read 35, line 4 for a special message about this Aquarius new moon. It says, in times of great progress, it is easy for influential people to accumulate wealth. When assets are acquired by devious means, however, sooner or later, the facts will come to light. Be careful. Proceeding with questionable behavior will certainly lead to misfortune. So being really mindful of where your power is coming from and using that power in beneficial ways to help those who may not be as strong right now, whether or not that's helping somebody out financially, or whether it's supporting them in a new job, or allowing them to have hope for this transformation that they're going through, could be very important to their long-term goals. So if you still have any negative thoughts that are running through your head, or if you just like to practice some meditation with me, please stay tuned for this meditation session where we will be doing some subconscious fishing to pull out toxic residue and unneeded negative thoughts. And hopefully that will help us in this new moon set goals for the next 6 months. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining me for this reading for the Aquarius new moon. I really appreciate your likes, subscribes, and shares, and I hope to see you here soon for my full moon reading in Leo. For today's meditation, we are going to practice subconscious fishing, also known in Tantra as Antar Mona. Please meet me in Sukhasana, easy pose. You may sit on a blanket or pillow as it is comfortable. During practice, we will use Ujjayi breath, breathing through the nose and constricting the back of the throat, so your breath sounds like an ocean wave. Please begin by closing your eyes and beginning Ujjayi breath. The purpose of this practice is to pull up negatively charged thoughts that have been habitually suppressed. We can loosen their hold on the mind by drawing them up through a train of associated thoughts. So our consciously created thoughts can help arouse deeper thoughts and memories. Much like if you go fishing, you have a bait on a hook to catch fish. The bait is our conscious thought, and the fish is the unconscious thought. Continue to breathe in and out of the nose. Press your sits bone into the ground, stack your shoulders over your hips, and lengthen your spine. Place the palms of your hands flat on the knees. Exhale as deeply as possible to empty out the lungs. Then imagine the air as it comes in and out of your nostrils. Release any thought patterns and come into this moment on your mat. In Tantra meditation, we use Mula Bandha, which is a slight contraction of the root chakra, like you are gently engaging your low abdominals. Please try this now and hold throughout the practice. Let's start by picking a thought or bait to fish with. You can choose any thought you wish, but the more uncomfortable, the better. Don't waste your time with, what should I have for dinner? Rather, pick something like, I really hate my boss, or why did that man cheat on me? These thoughts will more likely induce subconscious eruptions other than positive thoughts and emotions. Choose any one of these thoughts and follow it. Do not let your mind wander off the theme. Now, create as many thoughts as you can surrounding that theme. Create vivid images. The more unpleasant, the better. You may find this to be challenging, but it will help awaken the subconscious. If you get distracted, tell your other thoughts, "Not now," and return to the meditation. Continue to breathe. Once you have a long enough chain of thoughts, decisively jerk your fishing pole and remove the entire chain of thoughts and discard them. Do not go back to this chain of thoughts. Now, create another negative thought that you want to discard and string it onto your fishing pole and do the same process. Study your thought for a minute. Think of all the aspects of that chosen thought. Create deliberate thoughts on that theme. Brood over it. Let other thoughts on the theme attract to your bait. Then pull up the chain of thought with a jerk on your pole and discard it. Breathe. Now, become aware of your third eye, the space in between your eyes. Be a witness to this space and observe any thoughts or visions that arise. You may continue in this process for as long as you like. If you are ready to end your meditation, then you may release Mula Bandha. Inhale and exhale. Now open your heart to receive positive energy and feel your body relax into the earth. Breathe. Imagine the room around you with your eyes closed. Slowly open your eyes. The light within me sees the light within each of you. Namaste. Please subscribe to my channel for more Tantra and Tarot. Have a blessed and beautiful day.